Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Arsenal now ready to sell their £40 million player. He is not in Mikel Arteta's plans. Journalist Rudy Galetti claims that Arsenal are now ready to offload Folarin Balogun as the striker is not part of Mikel Arteta's plans. Galetti has been speaking to GiveMeSport and shared an update on Balogun's future amid interest from Inter Milan. Balogun has been heavily linked with a move away from Arsenal this summer after returning from a loan spell at Stade Reims. The youngster netted 21 goals in League One last time out and looks set to move on permanently this summer in search of regular first-team football. And despite Balogun featuring for Arsenal during pre-season, Galactic claims the Hale-End Academy product is not in Arteta's plans moving forward. Speaking to GiveMeSport, Galetti provided an update on Balogun's future and claimed he is also attracting interest from Premier League clubs. He said, other Premier League clubs have been asking for information about Balogun, but he is keen to sign for Inter Milan and play for the Nerazzurri in the Champions League. New developments are for sure expected in the next few days, and Arsenal would like to sell Balogun this summer because he is not in Arteta's plans. There is a high chance that with little game time, his value may decrease in the next month, and that's why Arsenal don't want to miss out on a potentially important sale. Balogun is reportedly valued at around £40 million by Arsenal and has attracted interest from West Ham and Inter Milan this summer. It would be a shame to see him move on from his boyhood club, as he looks set to have a bright future ahead of him. But the USA striker will be desperate to play regularly again this season, and a move may be best for all parties involved. Pundit says Arsenal just cannot rely on fantastic 26-year-old. Ben Foster has said that he absolutely loves Gabriel Jesus, but you cannot rely on the Arsenal player to stay fit, as he discussed the Gunners' striker options. Foster was speaking on his YouTube channel after Arsenal opened their Premier League campaign with a 2-1 win over Nottingham Forest at the Emirates on Saturday. It was Edin Ketia who started the clash, and he vindicated that selection by opening the scoring after Gabriel Martinelli's moment of brilliance to create the opportunity. Ketia got the chance with Gabriel Jesus currently sidelined with injury. Unfortunately, it's not the first time the Brazilian has been out. He missed several months after sustaining an injury at the World Cup last season. On the pitch, the 26-year-old is absolutely outstanding, and his arrival was a real game changer for Mikel Arteta's side. However, Foster believes that Arsenal would be wise to look for another striker due to the problems Jesus has had since joining the club last year. He said, even Gabriel Jesus, I love him to bits. I think he is a fantastic footballer. But the reason why he was at Man City but didn't play so often is because he is not prolific, and he gets injured as well, so you can't rely on him to be there all the time. Jesus definitely has a point to prove when he returns from injury. It appeared to be a real coup for Arsenal to sign him from Manchester City ahead of last season, but the Gunners have made absolutely rapid progress over the last 12 months. They are no longer looking to be in the conversation to make the top four. Qualifying for the Champions League is now the absolute minimum again. Arsenal are now title challengers, so theoretically, there may come a time when the Gunners have to have the kind of conversation Manchester City had when they decided to not use him as their first choice forward. Admittedly, there are not too many world-class strikers around right now, so replacing him would not be easy if Arsenal do feel that they need more. Gary Neville now reacts after hearing news coming out of Arsenal. Gary Neville has lamented Arsenal's lack as they have already lost defender Jurrien Timber to a serious knee injury in the opening game. Speaking on Sky Sports Monday Night Football, Gary Neville said it was a huge loss. Neville shared he thought Manchester City were more likely to suffer such fate rather than Arsenal. Neville said, They have just lost Timber to an ACL, haven't they? That's a big blow. Havertz, Timber, and Rice are very good signings. They do improve them enormously, but obviously, losing Timber, it was City I was banking on getting an injury, not Arsenal. Arsenal released a statement yesterday confirming that Timber has sustained an injury to his right knee. The club added that Timber will undergo further assessment in the coming days to determine the extent, and much like Neville suggests, losing Timber for a long period would be a massive blow for Arsenal. Timber has looked exceptional in his minutes at the club thus far and gives the side so many options across the back line. Whether any confirmation of a serious injury would lead Arsenal back to the market remains to be seen. Kieran Tierney is said to be free to leave the club, something that could possibly change with Timber now injured. Alternatively, Arsenal could still look to the market for a suitable replacement for both Timber and Tierney. Interest in Joao Cancelo seemingly still remains, and it's a surprise to see his Manchester City future isn't already sorted. However, as Neville explains, it's a headache that neither Timber or Arsenal envisioned at this stage of the season. Arsenal now considering move for frightening player Edmond Tapsoba. All of a sudden, Gabriel Magalhaes' Arsenal future appears to be up in the air. Gabriel has been linked with a switch according to numerous reports, and if the centre-back does go, Arsenal will need a replacement. Well, according to the Express, the Gunners could now move for one of Tottenham's top transfer targets this summer. Indeed, the Express report that Edmond Tapsoba would be one of Arsenal's top transfer targets if Gabriel were to leave. Now, this is very interesting to say the least, as Tottenham have been in advanced talks with Tapsoba for weeks. In fact, after looking through the data, it was reported that Tottenham thought Tapsoba would be the perfect defender for them. However, that trail appears to have gone cold, and that may give Arsenal the chance to swoop. With that being said, this deal won't be easy to do. Simon Rolfes has admitted that he has no intention of selling Tapsoba this summer, and in all honesty, we can understand why. The frightening defender is one of Bayer Leverkusen's very best players, and after losing Moussa Diaby this summer, the German club won't be in any sort of rush to let any of their other stars leave. Xabi Alonso took Leverkusen to the brink of a title challenge last season, and after a summer of growth, there is a feeling that the Spaniard could be onto something special. Of course, if the squad is gutted, Leverkusen won't be able to improve, and after losing Diaby, they can't afford to also lose Tapsoba. This is certainly a situation to keep an eye on if Gabriel does leave Arsenal. People at Arsenal reckon they are about to make a signing very similar to Martin Odegaard. David Raya is set to join Arsenal on an initial loan deal with an option to buy. This deal has taken many by surprise, as the Gunners don't exactly need a goalkeeper, and heading into the final year of his contract, hardly anyone expected Raya to leave Brentford on loan. However, Raya is now set to depart on a temporary basis while signing a new contract with the Bees with a view to making this Arsenal move permanent at a later date. People within Arsenal are very excited about this deal, so much so that according to Kaya Kainak, speaking on his YouTube channel, they are comparing to the Martin Odegaard transfer, an initial loan that allowed Arsenal to gauge the player's ability before making the deal permanent. Kainak shared what he's been hearing from within Arsenal about Raya. He said, smart business from Arsenal and that they are trying to do a try before they buy sort of thing. I have spoken to a few people at the club who say this is very similar to Martin Odegaard. This is very similar to when they brought Odegaard in expecting to buy him in the long run. With Raya, it's different in that if Odegaard wasn't playing his best, they could just drop him and play Smith Rowe or someone else. But with Raya, it's 90 minutes or bust. In all honesty, this is a very smart deal. When the initial Raya links broke, many suggested that Arsenal didn't actually need the Spaniard and that he wouldn't be an upgrade on Aaron Ramsdale. Now, Arsenal have the chance to weigh up the merits of that argument over a full season before deciding whether they want to splash the cash to actually sign Raya. Say what you will about Arsenal, but they are proving to be smart operators in the transfer market lately. Arsenal really like 26-year-old midfielder Jurgen Klopp thinks is top class. Arsenal really like Inter Milan midfielder Nicolo Barella, but a move might not be easy this summer. Journalist Paul Brown, speaking to GiveMeSport, provided an update on Arsenal's transfer business for the rest of the summer. There is another signing expected to arrive at the Emirates very soon. Arsenal's fourth senior signing of the summer looks likely to be David Raya joining on loan from Brentford. The big question is whether the Spanish international will replace Aaron Ramsdale as Arsenal's number one. Mikel Arteta's squad looks very strong right now, although he will be gutted about the news surrounding Jurrien Timber. The Dutch defender looks set for an extended period on the sidelines after suffering a knee injury against Nottingham Forest. It will be interesting to see if Arsenal dip back into the market to sign another defender. However, Arsenal are always looking to improve in other areas and still like Nicolo Barella, previously described by Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp as top class, he would add further competition to Arsenal midfield. Arteta may have to let a player go in that area before being able to bring in the Italian international. Speaking about the 26-year-old, Brown said, Arteta told us on Friday that he wasn't expecting any more business to be done unless something unforeseen happens or a player leaves the club. So I think another midfield signing entirely depends on whether a midfielder is sold really or if an offer comes in and Arsenal decide that it's right for them to take it. I don't think that they are close to signing Barella. I don't think they are pushing very hard really for that one, but he is someone I think they quite like and someone who is on their list. But like I say, I think any more incomings rely on outgoings now at Arsenal. Arsenal working on surprise final flourish for the summer transfer window. Arsenal are reportedly in the race for the potential transfer of Barcelona forward Ansu Fati this summer. The Spaniard has long been regarded as one of the top young players in the game, though he's had some injury troubles that have disrupted his progress at the Camp Nou, and he is now no longer an automatic starter in a Xavi's side. Still, Arsenal would surely benefit from adding more depth to their attacking with a move for Fati, and it seems this now can't be ruled out, according to FCB Radio, as relied by Eduardo Hagen on Twitter or X. Arsenal have also been linked with Ajax attacker Mohamed Kudus in recent times, so it could be that a signing of this type is on their agenda once they manage to push through some player sales. Nicolas Pepe is one name who is likely to leave, and one imagines we could see one or two more like Folarin Balogun and Cedric Soares. Fabrizio Romano says Arsenal really like incredible player. Fabrizio Romano has claimed that Arsenal are big fans of Manchester City defender Aymeric Laporte. The Gunners have been linked with a move to sign the Spanish defender after rumors revealed yesterday that Gabriel Magalhaes is attracting interest from Saudi Arabia. Romano confirmed on his YouTube channel that Laporte is highly appreciated at Arsenal. Aymeric Laporte is a fantastic defender, and we are not surprised Arsenal like him. The Manchester City man has been brilliant under Pep Guardiola over the years. Yes, he wasn't the first choice anymore last season, but he is more than good enough to start for most other teams in the country. Laporte looks like to leave City this summer, and if Gabriel ends up moving to Saudi Arabia, Arteta could make a move for the Manchester City defender, who he worked with closely in the past. Romano doesn't know if the Gunners will make a move for Laporte, but he has confirmed that Arsenal really appreciate the player. He said, Arsenal will explore the market, they will discuss internally. Arteta will be involved in the conversations. At the beginning of the market, they looked at the possibility of bringing in one more centre back, a traditional centre back, more than a versatile centre back as Timber, who can play everywhere. They were looking, for example, a player they really appreciate is Aymeric Laporte. This is true. The rumors about Laporte are true in the sense that he is one of the players appreciated by Arsenal, but from what I heard, Man City did not want to sell another player. They prefer a different kind of destination for Laporte. Laporte definitely did a lot right on the pitch for Manchester City over the years. He was even regarded by many as one of the best defenders in the country, and we can't disagree on that. It remains to be seen if Arsenal can sign him. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.